Hello, and welcome to another week of the Abuse Cartoons live stream. I think we're doing okay. Let me know if the sound is off or anything. Everything's, went pretty smoothly. There were no weird technical glitches this week, so that's good. And because I was switching over, I used this for another stream over the weekend for the tabletop podcast, so I'm glad it's working. Sometimes when I do that, it gets, pretty messed up. But, so back for another week. And it looks like, maybe Wednesday night, Thursday morning is going to be more regular. It's been really hard. I had a doctor's appointment on Tuesday I couldn't change. So, it's, the schedule is not being kind to my streaming. But let's see what we can get done this week. So I guess we're in the midst. We're pre-Thanksgiving. Hey, how's it going, K5? Yeah, sorry about that confusion. I was I totally blanked on what I was looking at, and I'll take a look for what I can find with the font. From what I can see, just preliminarily, it looks like it might be a little bit of a custom. It's like they took an existing font and then kind of edited some of it. So sometimes that happens, especially if they're doing a logo or a tag or something. And then you don't really you can use a demo font, cut it up, and then use it for your logo, and then you're not technically using the font, I guess. You're just using it as a basis for something. But I totally forgot about that. I was like, what? Forgot what I was looking at, and I was really impressed because I don't know how you got that effect with a resin printer. But then I realized, that's right. You reminded me. All right. And if you want some help with that, I can do that same sort of thing. Like if I isolate that font and you want to recreate that exactly, I can cut that up for you in Illustrator. If you haven't done that before, like dealing with vectors. So you can bring a font, something you do in a font, into Illustrator and then create outlines for it. So it just makes it a vector object, and then you can manipulate it. So a lot of logos are that, because a font, just a straight font, doesn't necessarily look that nice. And you know how you have the larger first letter, or the letters are kind of nestled together or whatever. You have a lot of that kind of going on with logo design. And so that's what they do. They take an existing typeface that they like and then kind of cut it up and edit. So I can help with that if you want to recreate that exactly. I can do that with the closest font I can find, and then kind of like do the editing that they probably did themselves. But sorry about the confusion. All right, so I don't know. It's not hearing any good news about Thanksgiving. People are just getting more and more rules to follow for everything. Yeah, somebody was saying that this is like a bizarre stress test, that they really know that the actual danger is not so severe, and basically the most vulnerable people have already succumbed to bad weather. The people that are going to be affected the most have been, and that this is just a stress test to find out like how far things can go before people really start freaking out. I mean, that's pretty sinister. That's pretty what, tinfoil hat, as they say. But it does seem very strange how hard people are being pushed. No singing, no alcohol, minimal family. There's a turkey-like thing. Yeah. I found if you want to do that in the future, myfonts.com, or I can just post the link. One of the, I don't know if it's the best one, but I've used my fonts. That's where the few fonts that I purchased, like the font for this comic, I bought from myfonts.com. They have a lot of real good foundries on there. But if you use their What the Font app, and you just bring in an image, and then it'll kind of OCR, it'll look for the any text, and then lets you choose which one you're going to search for. It'll give you a list, and basically it's just, promoting people that are designing fonts. And I'm not sure how comprehensive it is, but it's a pretty good tool. Yeah, the closest one, let's see. Yeah, the first thing I saw, just doing a little non-cartoon stuff here, but it's a pretty cool tool, and it's pretty close. Yeah, there was just nothing that was an exact match. The closest one I found, looked like this. But it had the 6 was wrong, so there were certain things that were wrong. But I can edit this. I can kind of recreate what you were looking at, and also you can see the auto. It misread the letters, but the E is wrong. The E doesn't have the curve and stuff. So those sorts of things can be done in Illustrator. So if you want to do that exactly, I can definitely help you out. Yeah, it probably was. It probably was a designer that, and it's probably not an exact font like I was talking about. Sometimes they'll use a font as a basis, so maybe they use that Super Molet Nue as a basis, and then did the cutouts. How there's like cutaways and kind of floating. I don't even know the term, but some extensions on the letters are separate and kind of floating, so they look more like a stencil, like a military stencil. They did some editing to recreate it, but yeah, I can give you a hand with that. I've done a lot of that kind of editing, because like I said, the logo. There's a lot of stuff that was like that with logo work, so they may not have an actual font, but actually you can, if you do that kind of editing. If you go through the entire font itself, you can go into the cabinet file for the font and do the editing and kind of make it your own. There's software that lets you do that as well. Kind of go in and tear apart a font, and then especially if there's something you really like, but it's got like weird kerning, like spacing between some of the letters and things that you don't like, you can go in and make your own edit of it. But that's pretty extreme. But that might be what they did as well, to kind of speed things up, because then multiple designers can work on the same thing if they have that font as a basis. But yeah, I'll get in touch K5, and I can figure out the. the best way to do that. Oh yeah, yeah. I'll just make a vector image. So yeah, you could bring that into a CAD program or whatever, because it'll just be the math, of the text. It won't be pixels. So you should be able to bring it in and manipulate it in CAD. Because I can export it. I'll see what I can export it as, but I can do it as yeah. Check what your CAD program can import, and I can match that out of Illustrator, because I can do like EPSs and yeah, different things that can hold vector. I'll have to double check what formats, but I'm sure because people do that all the time for like laser printing or laser cutting and stuff. They'll do stuff in Illustrator and then mess with it in CAD, or for 3D printing. Yeah, 3D printing as well. All right, that's a weird looking bowl. But yeah, I should be able to do. Yeah, because I think Illustrator is even getting more 3D friendly because Adobe is trying their very amateur hand in doing 3D. Like I said, like there's that weird 3D button floating around somewhere in Photoshop, and if you click that, then everything goes to hell because they give you some 3D space that you just moved your image into, your pixel-based image into. It's wonderful. All right. Yeah, I think the stuff that I've done in Illustrator, that I've used on the laser cutter, I think it just takes Illustrator files. So yeah, you can just build layered files in Illustrator, and then the separated layers you can assign different power on the laser, and so you engrave or do a cut line or whatever. So that's pretty handy. I don't think that's standard though. I think that's a kind of dumbed down version, because most laser cutters, I think they're using their own software that only supports a very limited vector file. All right. No, I'll probably have to recreate it. Yeah, and we'll figure out how to lay it out too. Oh, but that'd be cool. Yeah, that would look really good in that font. Sweet. Yeah, message me that text that you need on Instagram. Yeah, Instagram. Maybe that just do the Instagram direct message. Yeah, because I won't recreate it as a font because I'm just going to have to edit that font, I think, is the only way to do it. Nice. Yeah, and there might be something closer. I'll keep looking and see see if there's something, because the numbers are wrong. In the font that was the closest match, the numbers are wrong, and the capital E was wrong. Yeah, but that'll be fun. That'll give me something to do over the holiday weekend too. Yeah, but nobody really. I mean, some people do try to have Thanksgiving, but there's no turkey here, so it's a very different experience. It's harder to cook big, heavy meals because you literally can't buy more than like 3 potatoes at a time. Like the number of potatoes, and they're very small, that you can buy in Japan is very limited. They don't have the big Idahos, so it's very funny if you want to do mashed potatoes. And I think I told you my mother taught my Japanese wife, how to make an apple pie, but when we went to the grocery store to choose the apples, we went to the nicer like department store, grocery store that had a bigger selection of apples, and I think we ended up spending like $30 on like 5 apples or something. It was something insane. So it was ended up being like a $50 apple pie, and it was just a real straightforward, nothing exotic or fancy, but you can get yourself easily into trouble, depending on where you're shopping for things here. And people don't even bat an eye. And they buy like as a gift, they'll buy like a $50 watermelon, and not even a big one, just like, about a volleyball size, watermelon, and that's just the price. All right. Oh, damn. Yeah, no, I'll definitely help you out if that'll get you motivated. Yeah, I'll definitely and Illustrator might be a good thing to take a look at too. I'm trying to think if there's a free vector program. I'm sure there is. But yeah, I'll hook you up with that font and do that text from the closest font I can find, and I can kind of manipulate things. Yeah, they don't do the free font sites should do font recognition. That would be the most useful thing, because there's a couple of free font archives, and if they did recognition, that would help a lot. But it's just the paid sites, because they're basically promoting. They probably get a cut from everything that sells, so they're promoting their shops. Yeah, but I'll take a look and see what I can find. Yeah, and there's got to be multiple. And even if I have a name, I can probably ask, this font, this commercial font, what's the closest simulation to that? Because that's what a lot of the free fonts are. Like I was saying, you can go into the font file itself and edit it. So they just make a knockoff version of the font and change it enough that it's not, an exact copy. And that was necessary, very necessary in the days of Windows and Macs using different font files. So you had to find equivalents for everything. If you had something that was built on a Mac, a logo was built on a Mac, all the font names are going to be different. If you try to recreate that in Windows, that was a real pain. And so a lot of people did that. They just did knockoffs of Mac fonts as free fonts in Windows. Hey, Sedona, how's it going? Yeah, crazy produce prices, but it's a lot of those really expensive things come from farms, or I don't even know if you'd call them a farm, but their crop every year they produce 200 melons, or the cherries, especially the sakurambo, the Japanese cherries. They produce just a few thousand cherries, so a very, very small amount, and so then that gives them a premium price, because they're raised in kind of this weird boutique way. But yeah, there was a story about somebody was walking around in in the kind of countryside, and there was a cherry tree with a branch kind of going over a fence, a tall, maybe like a 2 meter, like a 6-foot fence around a property, but really beautiful cherries hanging out. And so they were just walking by, and so the branch was there within reach, so they just picked the cherries, and they got caught. Like, somebody was paying attention. They ran out and said, "That's $3 per cherry that you just stole," because that's how much they can make, selling those. Like, that's insane. Like, one cherry, $3. So they were caught. But I can't believe you would have such valuable, fruit, such a valuable crop just hanging outside of your property. But but they're gorgeous. I mean, they're picture perfect. They're just insane. They don't need to be waxed and sprayed with chemicals to get the color to look just right. They're just absolutely perfect. But it's very, very exact farming. But yeah, that kind of stuff is really funny. They can always do a very extreme version of anything. Yeah, because some of the crops, I think especially corn and things, when corn came to Japan originally, it was the feed corn, the hard corn from South America. and Japanese people couldn't figure out what to do with it. And then they found the probably from North America, the sweet corn varieties, or what had been bred, as sweet corn, and then they perfected that, so you can get some pretty amazing corn here. Although, like everything else, expensive. So what else am I? Thanksgiving. What else am I thinking? Oh, maybe I'll do the can-shaped cranberries. I think I've already done a can-shaped cranberry joke. The cranberry dressing shaped like the can. I think literally, because maybe you're supposed to kind of smash this up a little bit so you can't see. I mean, that's good value because every inch of the can is full. But I think you're probably supposed to break this up so it just looks like a jellied, cranberry. But I remember they would slice it. Yeah, maybe I can draw that too. That in my family, they would get the cranberries out of the can and then just slice it, so you had these weird, like pickled beet looking slices of cranberries from a can. And I think you're probably supposed to, because I believe the picture on the can is a bowl of, like, it looks like jelly. So you take that can shaped thing and then kind of break it up so it looks more presentable. But we used to eat it in the lovely can shape, and then because it was the can, you could how do I not uniformly, maybe shift, yeah, there we go. Then you can slice it, so you get these weird purple slices off the can-shaped cranberry. Now that is that's clever. Yeah, it's been so long since I've had cranberry dressing and turkey. Whoa, that's crazy. So anybody that's sick of that, or doesn't particularly like that, think about if you haven't had that for 10 years. You might feel differently. Oh, font. Let's see. Nice. Yeah, that turkey's a little, I guess it's going to have to be a bigger scale anyhow. Kind of thick lines, though. It'll be a small turkey. All right. Oh, so that's where this came from. All right, and maybe a can shape. Nice. Yeah, those American Thanksgiving, American Christmas dinners are very American. Like, there's so much food that other people just do not eat. Very regional dishes, because turkey doesn't make it very far outside the US, and cranberries, and even the style of potatoes that we do aren't popular elsewhere. This is wrong. There we go. I have to pull this a little bit wider to match the shape. Yeah, I don't like this. It needs to be more like a a wedge. Yeah, so sorry about this crazy time. Late and on Thursday. That doesn't need to be that big. Yeah, that's my weakness with streaming is consistency. So even if someone finds me, they may never find me again because of my wacky schedule. Alright. Yeah, that's another thing. Canned food is so much more rare here. Both canned and frozen are much less common, much less used. I noticed that in Europe too. People just don't. They do shopping every day. Yeah, it's pretty close, maybe a little bit longer. Something like that. Then I can at least scale them together. Oh, mac and cheese. Oh, yeah, yeah. Nice. Oh, yeah, homemade cranberry. Oh, yeah. That's the best. But, yeah, the can, I don't know why. And it's that weird jellied one, so it's like so, yeah. It's just like a weird cranberry jello, but pretty intense. Not much holding it together. Yeah, mac and cheese. Oh, but mac and cheese is hard to draw. Let me see. I'm going to have to kind of fake it in a bowl like this, I think. Yeah, maybe I'll just do two, because it's the week of Thanksgiving, so I can get away with a couple of Thanksgiving cartoons. You gotta be careful about if I'm streaming on Thursday, because I'm missing my Tuesday deadline. I mean, you know, my deadline is for 2 a week, but yeah, it's better if it goes out. I think I can do this. It's just like a bizarre texture test here. All right. There we go. Mac and cheese. That reads right. That's mac and cheese like. Try to get enough of that shape in there. There we go. Maybe fill this in. I don't think it actually stands up that much, but there we go. Oh, marshmallow yams. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, mac and cheese with turkey, or like turkey and I haven't seen that. I don't think. Yeah, all I've ever seen is mac and cheese with like peas and tuna. That kind of deal. Whoa. Let's get this a little more proportional. Uh-oh, am I sharing a... I'm drawing in a other layer. How I manage that. Oh yeah, yeah. I think I've heard of that. I don't think I've seen it though. But yeah, I've only seen the and eaten the tuna and peas mac and cheese to make it more varied, or maybe give it more nutrition. There we go, something like that. Yeah, so we can do a a drumstick in the Mac and cheese as well. That's a terrible drumstick. Nice. Alright. Yeah, that's right, with the yams with the marshmallows on it. Oh no. Sedona's got that same type of mother, the flavorless cooking. Yeah, they puts all the food in the deflavorizer and doesn't season anything, so it's it has that boiled and not seasoned taste. Uh, yeah, I don't know where that came from, but yeah, the tradition of the flavorless food, because seasonings are for fancy people. I don't know what the problem is with seasonings, but yeah. Or if they do use seasonings, ones that have very minimal effect, like parsley or some sort of random, or just not enough to actually affect the flavor, just a touch. But I had a lot of that growing up. All right. That's Thanksgiving-y. I don't know what I'm doing with that. I don't know if I'm using this turkey. Looks a little heavy-handed, but it might be fun without. Yeah. All right, let's try save this one. Move on to the other one and see what else we can come up with. Yeah, that's so dangerous. I've had turkey here twice. Like KFC one year did a special where they did like a turkey, like a giant drumstick. I don't know where they got these things, but it was crazy dry and flavorless, and it's KFC, so it's not surprising they didn't coat it or anything. It was just this weird roasted drumstick, but super super dry. And then one of the restaurants, like steak restaurants, did like a holiday special, and they had turkey and dressing, and the turkey was just dry and flavorless. I think they just can't get it over here in a decent condition. It's probably been refrozen a couple of times and just messed up, and then they don't know how to cook it, so it just dries it out. Ah, crazy. Nice. Yes, actual flavor. That's so insane. All of the no flavor food. Yeah, I wonder where that comes from. I wonder if it's like a British mentality, a Protestant work ethic. Eat flavorless. Work hard and eat flavorless. You don't want to get too excited by your food. You don't want to look forward to it too much. All right. Yeah. Oh, pies too. Yeah, every time I draw pumpkin pie, I get a lot of a lot of interaction with it. Yeah, but pumpkin pie is the seasonal pie. Can't argue with that. Well, I'm totally screwing up the wedge here. Let's see. Do a little more 3/4 angle. There we go. That works. Yeah, I'm not getting my thin to thick going very well. All right, so on that pie, what's so pumpkin pie being overwhelmed by toppings. Can do better than that. Recreate those three a little better. Something like that. You're not going to be able to see that there's pi there. Come on. There we go. All right. Make the piece a little bit bigger. Yeah, I just need some edges. Or I guess I'll make this smaller. Edges sticking out a little bit more. Yeah, or another piece reacting to this this horrible situation. Oh yeah, we can do a like a more reasonable. Uh-oh, did I delete that? That's weird. Where'd it go? I guess that just disappeared. Oh, there it is. Weird. Okay, so let's try this again. All right. Yeah, I might be able to get away with just using the same piece because you can't even see it. Just fix it a little bit here. A little bit of... Whoops, little variety. Should I... maybe I should do 3 cartoons this week, just in case I'm streaming on Thursday again. What's going on here? Getting this weird rough line. There we go. That looks different enough. All right. Differing amounts. Nice. All right. That's these 2. Oh, come on. And then these 2. There we go. Topping differences. Something like that. Hey, K5 is back. Pumpkin pie with the correct amount of topping. Yeah, maybe I should do, because I think that one will work. Maybe I should do one more this week so that next Tuesday is also taken care of. Because, and so next Tuesday is December, right? Yeah, December 1st. Yeah, I'll do one for December 1st as well. So I can, yeah, not get behind. So this will put me ahead. All right, so we're into December with this one. So it can be just about anything. Uh, yeah. I guess, yeah, because it was all December, that one year I did all December Christmas. I don't know if I have enough Christmas inspiration this year. Yeah, it's going to be a real weird, because I think even so, the thing that's really strong in Japan is the kind of consumer spending. So people go shopping, and now we're having kind of this third wave of bad weather. People are going to start or will begin like not going out as much, and so probably not go into crowded department stores for shopping, so that online shopping is going to be much more popular and put a huge stress, on all the delivery companies. I think there was one company that officially just broke their deal and refused to deliver any Amazon in Japan because they said Amazon was just too abusive and overburdening their system so much, because it's a pretty delicate, there's not a lot of drivers, and your driver. I guess I knew like the UPS driver in the US very much as well. But yeah, so they refused. I forget which one it was, but they will not deliver Amazon packages anymore. That's a wacky looking tree. But that's going to mean a stress. I mean, there's not Christmas shopping like there is in the US here. Basically, kids if they get a Christmas present, they get one, and it's often unwrapped. That was so depressing for me. My wife was telling me, yeah, we get one unwrapped present every year. Yikes. All right. Oh yeah, that's right. It's gonna screw up the line thickness though. See if I can make more of a circle here. Yeah, the smaller screen. I don't have the space to move as well. I do miss that big, heavy tablet. All right. It's a little rounder. Not quite. And this is a thing, be very easy with digital to cheat the roundness, because I can make perfect circles on the computer, but then they look like computer circles. All right, so menacingly large Christmas bulbs. Yeah, this one, I think I do need to pull that a little bit. I'll try not to distort too much. Yeah, a little bit rounder. Whoops. All right. I think I have to get out of the just chatting. I keep getting spam. I never got spam in the art category on Twitch, but yeah, I'm getting these same Want to be famous? Buy followers from the click.ru. Wow, who would use a Russian-based URL shortener? People that love to live dangerously. You don't know what they've shortened your URL into. Ah, frosting. Oh yeah, especially holiday. Yeah, Christmas cakes are amazing. Yeah, it's funny. I don't know why. Bigfollows.com. I'm just gonna start buying Russian bot followers. Yeah, with chatbots, like with the kind of proliferation, so many companies, like they're running chatbots on like their Twitter direct messages, and there's so many places like Facebook and things where if you're messaging a company, you're not talking to anybody, you're talking to a chatbot. And like, when you have websites that say talk to a live person, a lot of the times it's just you're first talking to a chatbot, and then maybe they hand you off to somebody that can actually look something up more complicated or resolve something. But those are some wacky looking bulbs. But yeah, I'm surprised that so I'm surprised that they aren't doing that in live stream chats and stuff, just like pounding a bunch of chat bots into that can react to what people say. That'd be great if there was like troll chat bots that just people put in your live streams to just harass and drive people crazy. But get that engagement up. Yeah, what else on trees? Or maybe like a light bulb. Yeah, with the LEDs, I don't think there are actual incandescent light bulbs on trees anymore. It's probably good. I'm sure that's what all the Christmas fires were. Is incandescent bulbs on dry trees. Oh, that can be a joke. I can do an LED joke. I don't know how you would draw only an LED light, though. Yeah, so try another bulb. So do that shape, but this way. Oh man, my arm is at the totally wrong angle. Try this again. Oh, see, digital art just makes you lazy. Look at this. Boom. It's terrible. All right. And I'll just manipulate it a little bit so it's not just a copy paste. But it pretty much is. Oh yeah, I can do a make them a little see-through. Let's come up with a better composition than that. Wait, so fill this in. Did work? No. There we go. Oh yeah, that might be fun. It might distort it though too much. Let's see. They're overlapping. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Look at this. So Christmassy. The mysteries. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the LED. That's why they can do those LED lights where you can just like go through a rainbow. Oh, I had a remote for one of those around here. Yeah, but it's just like the every color in the like visible spectrum, and you just can change the LED. And that's why maybe that's why they can do that thing where they just kind of like what is it? Just kind of like gradually move between colors, so you get that weird look. Oh, that's very cool. Yeah, I think that's changed things a lot. Because they don't. You have lights that last forever. I'm sure all those incandescent light bulb people are so unhappy that they lost their weird little scam where you break light bulbs all the time, or they just burn out. Yeah, I remember that being so scary as a kid. You go into a room and flip on the light switch, and if the bulb is at the end of its life, it's sparks or not. It just goes flash, and then boom, and then that's it. So you end up in a dark room. But that was so traumatic, especially if that happens at night. Then you've got to replace a light bulb in a dark room. But I remember that a lot, and how and they make a sound too. They kind of pop. And as a little kid, that was always disturbing. Oh, maybe put the Christmas tree in the background. Well, no, it's not a Christmas tree. It's a Christmas tree shaped thing. Yeah, I don't want to go. If this was a different cartoon, I could actually have a branch, a branch coming down. But I don't usually go off the edge. Nah, it's okay. Something like this works fine. Can't break the formula. All right. Yeah, right. I think a lot of people do the light quality because I really hate the weird thing that they do in Japan is they use fluorescent bulbs, which have now moved to kind of LED rings and things. But for the longest time, maybe since the 80s, the middle of the room has a big fluorescent ring, and that's your overhead light. And so you turn that on, and it's like you're in a hospital waiting room or something. It's really horrible. It feels so just like crappy public building thing, and especially like in dark winter days and stuff. There's no comfort to it at all. So it's very strange. And I realized though how lamp based my I don't know, Western people or the lighting style or whatever is you have overhead lights, but a lot of people would just put lamps on in a room as opposed to just have that one horrible bright overhead light. I mean, that's kind of like the cleaning light or whatever, like you need to find something in a room, but most of the time, more varied, kind of warmer, smaller lighting is a better feel. All right, so a couple of these went together pretty quick. And this one, we'll have to figure. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's just 2 against 2. All right, so what are we doing with this here? So we'll keep definitely the cranberry. Whoa, did something on the wrong layer. Oh, the can. That was the rest of the opening of the can. It doesn't have to close. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's really funny how that's changed. And that's just the look of everything. I mean, the look of everything has changed. And I guess that's why that was the weird thing. I was so suspicious of early Instagram because early Instagram really sucked. And seemed kind of pointless because of the way they limited, you're just taking photos from your crappy phone. Like back when Instagram first came out, cell phone cameras, maybe the iPhones were okay, but most cell phone cameras were garbage. And then they had all those filters, those kind of retro nostalgia filters. And it really, really did feel like they were trying to ease you into digital photography by, like, giving you a look of nostalgia, giving you a look of an old Polaroid, giving you a look of a faded photograph where it's going that reddish color because all the blue is disappearing out of the emulsion. And it's very suspicious that they just kind of like were easing. We know that this is what you think photos look like, and so you can do that to these crappy digital photos, but now digital is the thing. And now most people are like much more based in what you can do with digital and it having a more contemporary look. But that was so suspicious, that kind of easing you into digital photography by doing that, by giving you all those weird retro filters at the beginning. And it's changed now, so it's more like stylistic, like softening things and doing different kind of contrasty things. But originally Instagram was just like old crappy photo emulation. All right. So maybe not the turkey. I mean, I guess if we do it as a background thing, it might be okay. But yeah, so these two bowls can kind of sit. We don't need the glass, I don't think. What? There we go. Get rid of that. It's going to be pretty crowded with that turkey, and it's not drawn very well. Let's see. Okay. Well, let me fill these in. Whoops. Come on. Don't hit the line. God damn. Hit the edges. Not. There we go. And this as well. All right. Oh, if it's using all layers, then I can almost safely fill this, right? No. No, no, no. Where is it? There we go. Yeah, I filled the whole damn thing, didn't I? Okay, there we go. Close enough. And maybe this too, so I can move stuff around. And this. So all of that just to put this turkey in the background. All right. Yeah, oh, that looks kind of funny, just like hanging out in the back there. I don't know. Oh, the macaroni didn't get filled. Yeah, kind of crowded. I don't know. Oh, man. Let's see here. All right. Yeah, it's kind of a weird, unusual composition, so maybe that'll work. It's different. I'm trying to not let any of these things line up too much. All right. I don't know. I don't know about that weird turkey in the background there, just like laying on the table. Come on. Why do I keep selecting more than one? Okay, something's going on. Oh, yeah. Giving me some warning. Okay, so without the turkey... Oh, it still works. We can do a... Yeah, then the drumstick will represent the... Yeah, I like this composition a little better. And this can go behind. Yeah, there. All right. Oh, wow. Yeah, I wonder. I'm not sure with photo resin because I don't know if the different colors, like if they have to have a different chemical composition. If they're, it's probably safe to give it a try, do some testing, and as long as it's the same brand, if it's not a different maker, you might have luck with things being more compatible. But yeah, I don't have any experience with that. I'm curious because you'd think that would be a big. That would be something that people definitely wanted to do. Yeah, I wonder. The worst thing that can happen is it just like hurts its rigidity or whatever. It just doesn't harden the same way, or I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure because it does transform so much. I wonder if you get like a weird, if they don't mix completely and you get like a weird like swirling marble-y pattern. But yeah, I haven't done anything with resin yet. All right, well, I think that works. We got holiday everything here. All right, let's start some coloring. I think I'll do the color for the bulbs on top. And I will put the color picker on the same monitor so I don't screw things up. Yeah, they're kind of brass, weren't they? They had this color. Makes them look more festive anyhow. Oops. And I guess I should fill them white though. And a nice Christmassy red. And green, sure, why not? Something in that range. Oh yeah, so then a little bit brighter. On this layer, maybe deeper red. And deeper green, and then I can pull the color out a little bit. There we go. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, something like that. Oh, nice, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I would like to try some resin. I had not as much luck with the filament with the FDM. Mostly the bed. Getting things off the bed was a real pain in the ass. For the few tests that I did, I got to just spend more time, and it just hasn't been enough of a priority. But maybe over the holiday break here again. Oh, actually I wanted to change that. change that color on those. Oops, on the light bulbs. Yeah, here. Gray. Yeah, like this. This is what I kind of remember them looking like. And, well, first, let's see, a little bit of this. And then white. Sure, something like that. Wait, I wonder if I should color the shadows of the bulbs. That might be, yeah, that might be a little interesting. So just use these straight colors down here. What is he doing? No, oh, come on. There we go. Color picker, color picker. No. Find some, maybe soft light. Yeah. Oh, then I have to go so deep. There. So it looks like light's going through them a little bit. And eyes. Wow. Thicker than I thought. And the Christmas ornaments are very concerned. All right. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. All right. So that, we'll call that done. That's the more complicated one. Sure, let's do this next. Get this out of the way. Maybe a green label. And the can, metal color. Yeah, that works. Some old, not bright enough, old retro-y looking bowls. Like a weird, ooh, yeah, ooh, that's weird. Yeah, like a weird green. A weird mint color. Maybe that's too intense. Yeah, that looks really bizarre. Yeah, a little teal it down a little bit. Yeah, there we go. That matches kind of the tone. Oh, I gotta find a good cranberry color. Not too pink. that work? Yeah, that's pretty cranberry-y. Mashed potatoes. Oh, could go for some nice creamy mashed potatoes. Oh, there we go. I hope I don't desperately look for another simulated holiday dinner this year in Japan. It never goes well. There we go. British turkey skin, and then mac and cheese color. Yeah, something like that. All right. Oh yeah, there's a lot of closed shapes on this. All right, sounds like somebody's home. All right. Whoops. Yeah, that's as filled as that's gonna get. Oh, and then maybe some kind of bone color for the chicken or turkey leg. Yeah, something like that. All right. Well, this didn't take as long as I thought. Cool. Yep, that's everything. All right, so let me go back through. Oh yeah, no, there's KFC. Yeah, there's KFC is weirdly popular in Japan. It's one of like I think it's just right behind McDonald's as the kind of more dominant fast food, and they do that thing where in the on the holidays they like market themselves really hard because KFC or because fried chicken is the holiday meal here. Oops. So American style fried chicken. What's going on here? Give me my color picker. There we go. Yeah, so it's but often they have some odd very spicy Asian flavors instead of more traditional stuff. So we'll see. For holidays though, they do like a regular like original recipe style chicken, so we'll see what I can find. But it's always ugly. Because that's the thing, you can't go. You're always disappointed if you go looking to recreate something because your little nostalgic memory of things is wrong. It's just wrong, and that you can never go home again kind of idea is very true. Because what you remember is inaccurate and you'll always be disappointed. That's why I'm amazed that they've been able to milk nostalgia in movies and TV as long as they have, because aren't people just getting disappointed and realizing like, why do I even care about this? It's gone. I'm not, that age anymore. It's not that time in the world anymore. You can't enjoy things that same way. Can't believe that hasn't just died out or just made people suicidal, realizing how over it is. Your childhood is over. It's weird. They've been able to market that as long as they have. Here's the thing about macaroni and cheese. Yeah, I think I'm going to get some reaction to this because I don't think I should have done yams and marshmallows too. But I like the Thanksgiving food in mac and cheese. That looks nice. All right. And yes, some broader highlights. Ooh, shiny. There we go. Yeah, KFC is the closest simulation. Yeah, it'll be very busy, and they want you to kind of pre-order everything, and it's just not, it's not a Thanksgiving dinner. It's just greasy, KFC in the paper. So it has minimal comfort. Yeah, because I think they do like a set. Like if you pre-order, you can get like a dinner set with like some sort of cake or pie, and but it's just like a sad. It's a very cold comfort, a very weak recreation of it. So it feels a little bad. But yeah, that's the closest thing they've got here, definitely. And like I said, that one year they tried to do turkey. Oof, that was really bad. And you don't think it would be that hard to like come up with some sort of process, because their chicken is very tender and juicy. So they come up with some process for turkey, but maybe they were using the same chicken technique and it just doesn't work. Turkey's it's a more temperamental bird. I don't know. But yeah, that was rough. Wow. It's a holiday looking assortment here. So let's go. Oh, 60 maybe. Oops. All right. So maybe the drumstick and this slice. The odd little slice of cranberry. There we go. There we go. All right. Oh no, I can draw 3 of these, but can I write 3 of these? Ugh. That's not gonna be easy. I'm gonna do something a little bit off with the, maybe not gray. Gray. I guess it's just got to be pure white. Yeah, otherwise it's not gonna look like food. The weird pumpkin-y color. It's pumpkin-y. Anybody know that from Mr. Show? There's some character that was a child star, and that was their commercial they were most famous for, with the catchphrase, "It's pumpkin-y." Alright, so I want more of a contrast with the pie crust color. I guess yellow is that contrast. Something like that. There we go. Let's see how this reads. Sure. Alright. So this edge, the crust. Oh, and I guess here too. It's a crust. It's everywhere. Alright, big fat dollops of something. Whipped cream looking. Alright, so this looks like it's on top. the scale of this looking smaller. There we go. Maybe. Oh, actually, just maybe some texture-y dots. Be good. That weird kind of glint. Oops. Whoa, wrong tool. Yeah, that little wetness of pumpkin pie. Something like that. Wow, that one went quick. We'll see if it writes quick as well. There we go. Cool. And then maybe, whoops, overlap that shadow a little bit. Yeah, so that looks large enough, right? Sure. And some eyes. Oh, that's really good. Oh, that's really good. You measure that with your heart, not suggested serving size. Sedona, that's awesome. That's really... that's beautiful. Oh, look at that. Oh, Sedona, you're killing me. Look at that. I just copy-pasted you. That's the worst. That's got to be illegal. I can't believe this is documented on the stream. Yeah, I'll have to... I'll reword it maybe a little bit so I'm not just totally... Oh, that's really good, though. Oh, Sedona, damn. That's beautiful. It's a dessert poetry. Oh, that's too big. All right. Too low. Or maybe just whipped cream is measured. Beautiful. All right. Yeah, this is good. It'll get me ahead for next week in case I stream a week from now. Very good. Yes, yes. Oh, always is good. Yeah, yeah. I like that. Always is good. Thank you, K5. Yeah, always measure whipped cream. Not the suggested serving size. Nice. I know there's going to be heart attack jokes in the comments. Your heart. Okay. Nice. All right. Well, we've got some colored... 3 colored cartoons. That went faster than I thought. I guess 2 of them were pretty simple. This one was just... had me worried. All right, let's take a quick look at... the comments, I guess. Yeah, they went up a little late last time, but let's take a look. The comment section. You guys are amazing. Oh, wow. Oh wow, yeah. Ooh, so latex allergy. So that means latex condoms are off the table too. I can't imagine that kind of allergy from, yeah. So lamb skin. What's the other thing that I'm sure they must make a non latex thing that's also not made from animals. All right, so last time, yeah, latex allergy. Ouch. So November 19th, yeah, so many fine inkjet cartridges gave their lives for the holiday photo printing frenzy. And how did this do? One comment. Printer companies make their profits in ink sales. Cartridges are more valuable than gold. Yes, that is true, Tato. So, anti-capitalist audience here. All right. And 14 likes, so that's good. And November 17th, the mysterious bottle contained either dangerous chemicals or exotic tea. Ed, neither. It's a laxative. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Well, that's a dangerous chemical. Nice. Ed always has my back. Okay. Oh, hey, look at that. That's oh, not even that old. That's a couple years old Starbucks looking thing. Springtime always found him deciding between iced and hot partners. Oh, look at that little bagel. All right. Oh, and there's a wonky marker drawing. Once below 50 degrees, the thermostat knew that the temperature was not his to regulate. Nothing. What is that, 2006? Wow. Yeah, I think I started posting these 2005 on Go Comics. Oh, Monte Cristo. Why did I have this in here? The Monte Cristo sandwich was deep fried despair. It's deep fried amazing. Ah, yeah, that's crazy. The, kind of health conscious Los Angeles also has some of the best diners that have like Monte Cristos and stuff. So that's like I don't even remember what it is, but it's like a ham sandwich. Maybe it's like a rye. Maybe it's like a it's not pastrami, is it? Yeah, but it's like a meaty, cheesy sandwich, I think on rye, that is then deep fried, and then they serve it with like strawberry or raspberry jam. Oh, Monte Cristo. Condoms, cream cheese. What's going on here? Cream cheese. Oh man, yeah, Monte Cristo. That's crazy. I mean, that would be that's my slow suicide is having those. Oh, look at this lovely T-shirt. So 2014, she had decided that it was wire hangers that were making her feel old and worn out. And stretched out. Look at the neck on that T-shirt. All right, no wire hangers. 6 years ago. No wire hangers. All right, 2007. So it's only been up for a couple of, yeah, one pin. He felt more. He felt they had more than 25-cent price than a 25-cent price difference. Oh, that's the thing. Yeah, that's the movie theater thing. The giant popcorn is like very, very slightly higher in price, so it's easy to upsell. And they also upsold the giant tub. I remember at the movie theater I worked at, they upsold the giant tub with free refill. So the slightly smaller bag, or the smaller bag, you can't get it refilled, but the giant one that you could probably just spill on the floor and then refill it. Yeah, it's crazy. Nice. All right, no comments. One pin. One more. 2010. Yikes. What was that? Rice in a box. Their discomfort together made instant rice into a rice eternity. Their discomfort together made instant rice into a rice eternity. Deep. 11 years ago. Oh, wow. Old iPod. After loss of support, warranty, and battery life came the inevitable suicide. Oh, no. It's a iPod that hung itself. Let's see what the comments have to say. I got a battery installed quickly on my old iPod at a battery shop. This is very sad. I miss my old iPod. If you treated it better, it would still be around. Oh, I have an MP3. It is still doing good. I've had it for almost 4 months, and the battery life lasts for about 3 days, even when I use it several days in a row. Shocking. Wow. Yeah, that battery life device. Yeah, movie popcorn. I just miss movies. Oh, damn. It's really sad. I don't think movie theaters are going to be quite the same. Yikes. All right. Well, that's some comments. So let's switch back. Oh, we may as well do the convenience store stuff. Stiff fruit leather that's slightly warm. Oh man, that's I should save that and draw that. Oh my god, edible underwear. That would get a huge reaction. Slightly warm. Slightly warm, stiff fruit leather. Okay, that's got to go. I got to archive that somehow. Let's see here. Oh, actually, I've got an old duplicate line here. Oh, Sedona, what's going on? You are full of gems today. There we go. I've saved it. That's beautiful. It's a Valentine. Yes, definitely for Valentine's Day. Fruit leather. Oh my god. Beautiful. So let's go to just the convenience store. I've got to get the convenience store sound and the little graphics back, because I can actually, since I'm using a green screen, I can put myself in a convenience store. So I should be. Oh wait, I set it, and then we'll do this on the fly. See if I can find an interesting image. Oh, no. There we go. Oh, that's pretty good. A little small. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, here. Let me try this. I don't know where I'm going to put this. Okay, here we go. Me screwing things up by doing them on the fly. Okay, let's try this and image. Oh, you can do slideshows. I didn't know that. Okay. Sorry about the... Let's see how this works. Hope I don't crash. Crash OBS. Boom. And then put it behind me, I suppose, would work better. Okay. Yeah, because I don't need, for this segment especially. There we go. Look at that. I'm in the convenience store. My lighting is not very good, but I'm in the store nonetheless. Okay, that works. Behind the counter. Oh, that's right. Wait. Let's see if I can find a counter. Yeah. K5, that's going to look really bad, isn't it? Oh, yeah, wait. There's got to be a good... I need just a straight on image of the counter, because there's a lot of like 3/4 stuff here. Yeah, I'll have to look for a behind the counter's got to be a little harder to find. Oh, that's South Korea though. Yeah, that's South Korea. It's not Japan. Yeah, I'll have to look. I don't see the perfect... Uh, wow, there's some crazy old ladies behind the counters here. Oh, Hong Kong. Yeah, any of the good shots are not in Japan. That's really funny. Yeah, and that's actually not really a convenience store. It's just a kiosk. Wow. Yeah, I'll work on that. Yeah, yeah. There's like nobody in the store except my big fat head. All right. Well, we'll go with that. I gotta put the sound in there. It's very well stocked. Yeah, it's amazing how delicate the inventory in the store is. That especially like their lunch, like the obento and the pasta things and all the stuff they have to microwave for lunch. Between certain times, they're just gone. And if you get there at a weird time, like if you are going to work late and like pick up something for lunch at a convenience store on their way to work, but it's like 10:30 or something, there's nothing there. So their restock schedule and everything is very, very delicate. And it feels crazy when there's any sort of like this bad weather thing, or there's any sort of fluctuation in the restocking and delivery. Because I can't remember the number, but I read something that talked about they get like 30 deliveries a day or something throughout the day at convenience stores to keep those things that transition really thoroughly. Oh, we know this company. All right, so so for this week, I was really surprised to find this, and I thought at first it was going to be just a flavored thing, that it was not going to be soy, but I found soy jerky. Ooh, slightly keying out. That's oh no, it's green. Yeah, it's green. So soy jerky. So at first, when I saw the image, because it looks like there's soybean powder on the jerky, so I thought it was just beef jerky with like a soy flavoring, just like a what is it, the kinako like powder flavoring, but it actually is soy based jerky, which is really rare in Japan because they're not very friendly for vegetarians or vegans here. It's becoming better, but when I first got here, zero. It was just like, even if you're eating some vegetable dish, it probably has a fish stock soup, or the seasoning or something is going to be animal based. So vegans are it's really, really hard. But this is kabaya. I think we've had some other snacks by them, but soy jerky. So it's really hard to find things that aren't. And I can imagine though, because they don't have any sort of like certification or anything that says, certified vegan, or, there's no kosher markings on anything in Japan. They don't do anything like that. So you don't have any certification that there's actually no animal products in this. But this is soy jerky. And how jerky can you make soy? So they do a lot of different, every kind of different type of soybean. Like you have fermented soybeans, you have cooked soybeans, they make like a skin, like they turn them into kind of cheese-like things and make like a skin of tofu that is used a lot in soups and things. And then there's of course the blocks of tofu, and then just the steamed beans, in the pods themselves. Oh boy. Okay, this looks a little weird. Let me just check ingredients real quick if there's anything strange. Well, there's no fake sugar. That's good. Yeah, there's caramel sauce, garlic powder, ginger. That's a lot of spices. Yeah, it's just, and big beans. So this is the large beans. What is it? The daizu. Large. Oh, wow, smells really good though. That's probably the garlic. Yeah, wow, it smells good, which is rare. Well, usually when you open these bags. So that is soy recreated jerky. It's got the weird little glisten on it. Let's see the kind of sparkles. I don't know if that's glitter or what that is. It sparkles. All right, let's give this a shot. Tofu. Whoa. It's pretty close. The texture is pretty close. The flavor is really good, but wow. The texture is weird. It's pretty close to jerky. Oh, and it's spicy too. There's some black pepper. That's right. This is the black. The flavor is black pepper. There's the black pepper. Wow, it's not that real satisfying, like, you know, toughness of jerky, but it's pretty close. They did a pretty good job recreating it. I don't want to know how though. How do you make soybeans feel like a dried, you know, muscle fiber? But and what's that? What's the sparkle? You can kind of see it in the light. They're not wet. Like there's not moisture, but there's like a weird. Maybe it's just like salt or something. But there's one of the seasonings makes it look like there's glitter on it. It really, maybe on the camera, oh, there we go. There, it doesn't read so well, but yeah, they look like they've got glitter on them. Wow, they're hard as hell to chew, but it's not quite. It's more, it's closer to like a tough vegetable than actual, but they do kind of recreate it. That's weird. It probably is a dog treat, K5. Yeah, this is probably technology they've been using to make pet food for a long time. Yeah, I'm probably just eating. There was no pet treats. There's no dog food or pet treats at the convenience store. So that'd be funny. I'm just eating dog treats. That would be so funny. Oh yeah, maybe garlic salt. Yeah. That's. Oh yeah. See that? Yeah, that sparkle. The shiny type tofu jerky. Yeah, it's garlic salt and yeah, that's probably what it is. But yeah, the flavor is like surprisingly good. Wow, it's weird how they got the texture is really close. It's just not. It's not quite. But it's really fibery. How do you make tofu fibery? That's amazing. And it's not too dry. It has, you know, that little bit of moisture. It's a pretty interesting recreation of jerky. So maybe you can jerk vegetables. I think you're right. I just like the garlic salt, but I like the sparkle. This would be really good with beer. This is like almost, yeah, the flavoring, the black pepper and everything is. It's a perfect, and that's where I found this, is in the kind of drinking beer snack area. Wow. So soy jerky. So don't even. Wow. Surprising, yeah. I've had, in the US they have a lot of that tofu, that kind of simulates like, like a chicken wing or, you know, like little beef steaks or whatever. I've had some of that tofu and it's pretty terrible. It's just like, you know, not even close to satisfying in a meat sort of way. But this is really close. I mean, if the only meat that you ate was jerky, you could probably get away with replacing your jerky with soy. I'll not miss it too much because the flavoring. Oh, wait. Oh, no. I thought I thought it said there was some meat in there, but no. It's just, yeah, like soy sauce. Yeah, I wonder how they do that. It's pretty amazing. Wow. Well, I'm impressed with this simulation. So, oh yeah, what's the company in Kabaya? Kabaya, you have done it again, you mad geniuses. They have recreated, I mean, obviously though, they can't do maybe large pieces, like wouldn't survive. Or maybe they can't reliably, because, you know, it's not long strips. It's like little tiny dog treat size. But it's not larger or longer pieces. But, yeah, that's really surprising. Sorry, I keep chewing. That texture is really close. It's weird. It's not quite right. It's kind of like the uncanny valley of of jerky. It's like, wow, it's so close, but there's something wrong. Just like when you look at those CG people and you can see their mouths are moving very strangely. Wow. The flavoring helps though. The texture's close, and the flavor just kind of covers. It's so strong. The soy sauce and garlic salt and ginger and everything. Surprising, but and very Asian style. It's not very Western styled kind of jerky taste, but wow. So there we go. Impressed. I was really worried about how bad this was going to be. So soy jerky. If you ever have to swear off your dried beef consumption, that's pretty close. That's not a disappointing simulation. So there we go. Soy jerky. Interesting. And I wonder if, because there are now vegan restaurants in Japan, and basically before that, the only place you could get a completely vegan meal was if you visited like a Buddhist temple. The monks eat vegetarian or vegan. I think vegan, so no egg or anything. So you could stay, if you stayed at the monastery or wherever, you could actually have a vegetarian meal. But most people don't cook or don't have the capability, because everything, even like soy sauce, has some fish stock in it. So everything has a little bit of animal product in it. So it's changing a little bit. So soy jerky. Wow. I bet that's what they did. Yeah. Science in a bag. Nice. Yes, Sedona, I bet that's what they did. Oh, let's switch back to the drawing mode here. Is they probably just did some strange process where they made it into kind of sinewy kind of pieces. Yeah, they kind of, what's that called? I guess it's called sinew. But yeah, kind of stretched it out into fibers, like layered it and froze it and refroze it until it had that weird toughness to it. That's really bizarre. It's interesting though, they can't make, the pieces are so small. So maybe they're worried if it was in bigger pieces or something, it would be too tough or it would lose the simulation. Ooh, I'm gonna wash that down with some coffee. Black pepper and coffee. But really weird. So surprised. I was really afraid that would be a mushy kind of disappointment, but that's just okay. That's funny. I can't believe that was somebody's. I wonder like how long that took, like how much they had to work on that. It's like we want to make tofu based jerky. So how jerky can you get tofu? Jerky. All right. I have no idea what I'm looking at here. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. So let's do some writing. Well, Sedona took care of one of them, so one down, one down, two to go. All right. Always measure whipped cream with your heart, not the suggested serving size. That is beautiful, and I can't wait to draw the edible underwear cartoon. Yeah, we'll have to do that. The After Dark collection, the mature audiences only abuse cartoons. All right, so cranberries from I can't. Okay, let me shift the keyboard over here. There we go. So yeah, well, I'm just worried, that they're gonna start like being able to process, bug protein and stuff, like stuff harvested from not animals. They're gonna start finding weird sources of protein and process that in a way that like we accept it as like, yeah, that's enough like hamburger or whatever, that we'll eat it, but we're actually just eating, who knows what, processed whatever. And you slide a few, human bodies in there, who knows, that's just going to be really nasty the day that we're just eating protein. Oh, which one? Which scene in The Fifth Element? I'm trying to think. What did they eat? Because he had like noodles. He had like Chinese noodles. I love that. kind of little ship that looks like the Chinese, like the Asian kind of junk boat that pulls up to his window. And he just needs a window. It just has a window. But yeah, I like the smoking control. How he gets like what, 4 a day or whatever. Gets 4 cigarettes, and they're like, 75% filter and 25% tobacco. What's the Fifth Element scene? I'm trying to think of the food thing. Oh yeah, you've got to see. That's what's his face? The French guy, Luc Besson. Yeah, you got to see Fifth Element. As long as you don't hate Bruce Willis, it's a very Bruce Willis heavy movie. But yeah, that's one of the best. Mila Jovovich movies. That's one of her best characters. Oh yeah, yeah. The microwave. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, then that first opening scene, right? Like when they did the Bruce Willis reveal, so that the cat and the cigarettes and the yeah, he's got the microwave oven. I can't remember the food though. But yeah, I love that movie's fun. Yes, exactly. Multi-pass, Lilu Dallas. They know it's a multi-pass. All right. Yeah, a lot of people don't like the tone of that movie, but I think it's just so weird. They did so much like trying to recreate like European like sci-fi comics, like French sci-fi comics, and then they had let the fashion designer do the costumes, so they're real. A lot of the costuming is really over the top, and the look, and then the tone of it is just really odd. It's like has a lot of weird comedy in it, but yeah, it's good. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's right. That's right. When she puts yeah, she brings out the whole turkey or the whole chicken. That's right. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, that's similar to the Back to the Future 2. Like they put the little dried pizza and the big pizza comes out. That's right. I totally blanked on that. Yeah, so she like puts like a capsule or something, and then boom. Yeah, I wonder if they're going to come up with a way to just kind of compress food into weird components, or it's not going to be like that. It's going to be because that what comes out like looks like real food, and it's going to be more like in Brazil. Remember, it's just that pureed pile of glop. Like there's just this little sloppy pile of something all mashed together, and there's a photo of steak and potatoes and vegetables, and it's like that's what this is supposed to be, and you just spoon up this little pile of slop. Yeah, it's like a little pillar yeah, yeah, that would be crazy if they get dehydration to the point where you can't even recognize it's just this little compressed capsule, and then and then it like bursts, although it's gonna be ugly. Like I don't know if there's a way to make it not ugly once it's rehydrated. All right. So many fine inkjet cartridges gave their lives. Let's try to come up with something. So the cranberry, yeah. So cranberry sauce, like the memory of the can or the shape. That didn't even pretend to be edible. Let's see, cranberry sauce. I'm not in the Photoshop. There we go. Cranberry sauce. Yeah, something about retaining its shape. Or looked the least like food. Tried to look the least like. Let's see. Canned cranberries. No, I don't think I've ever seen. I know that's Louis C.K. Right? That's the like Louis C.K.'s first or movie that he got. I haven't seen it. I've heard him talk about it a lot, but I don't think I've ever seen. I've never seen Louis C.K. But I love Louis C.K. I love his weird, especially his like short films and stuff. He's got a really like his sense of humor and his like sensibility for directing is good. I loved the show. I love the Louis show that was on FX for a while. That was an excellent show. But yeah, no, I've never seen it. I haven't. It hasn't like if I've been scrolling through something, it's never come up. I'll have to look and see if I can stream it on Amazon. Who was in that? Was that Dave Chappelle or who was the? I forget who that was. Who the main cast was, but yeah, I can't believe I'm going on record on a live stream saying, yeah, I love Louis C.K. I love like when he was doing that stand up special a year and just like going through his material so fast. That was insane. I mean, it really sucks. The Me Too thing with him really sucked because it completely derailed his momentum and like kind of where he was going and what he was doing. Yeah, I don't know. And it's not it's not justifiable. It's just to say all probably most comedians, most stand-up comedians are probably perverts and have done stupid things in green rooms or behind the scenes or in hotel rooms, but it doesn't justify anything. But it sure is sad that creativity had to get derailed. Yeah, yeah, that I think that's Louis C.K.'s like maybe first and I think everything else he did was indie stuff because he did a lot of like little short films and stuff, but I think that's yeah. Oh, JB Smooth, yeah, that's what I was thinking about. JB Smooth, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, Wanda Sykes is in that too. Wow, Robert Vaughn, yeah, yeah. Oh, Chris Rock, that's right. Yeah, because I think it came up. He was on like Opie and Anthony or something and was talking about Pootie Tang and Chris Rock came up with that because I think that was one of Chris Rock's not his first film, but that was in a very early appearance of Chris Rock too. All right, cranberry sauce. Yeah, could never, could never resist or could never shake off what had happened. Like what? Yeah, so maybe nature versus nurture. Have the cranberry sauce in that shape, um, or sliced fruit. Yeah, I think that's jellied, right? Jellied sauce, so cranberry sauce. Never. Rarely, not never. Never's pretty strong, but rarely. Something about the influence or the heavy influence of the can. Never, rarely escaped, rarely. Or would always be seen as canned food. No way. Chopper Chicks in Zombie Town. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, Billy Bob Thornton in Chopper Chicks. Yeah, a lot of people that started like there's a surprising number of like really famous people that started doing like Roger Corman or kind of like B movies or kind of even like Grindhouse kind of stuff like early on. Yeah, right. Hey, how's it going? Nice. But yeah, so many people because you learned kind of fast. I mean, it was like film school. If you could uh, work hard and fast. Basically, you get free film school if you work for Roger Corman and a lot of famous like Ron Howard and what is it? Terminator 2 or Terminator and Aliens guy, Titanic guy, whatever. So he was originally, Roger Corman director. So many people started, and even actors too, started in early B movies. Nice. Oh yeah. Oh, Thanksgiving lectures. Yeah, the tension of Thanksgiving now. That's a more, I guess it's always kind of existed, but now it seems like more than ever people are afraid to go home because of their politically fanatical family members lecturing them. Yeah, about... So something some canned food thing. I can't quite... Could never forget. Forget where they came from. Oh, that's what you... Oh, I thought you were referring to our movie conversation. But no, never forget where you came from is... could never escape, yeah. Or escape there it's her. Yeah. Whereas I can never escape her canned food origin. Upbringing. Origin is not a funny word. Canned food beginnings. Beginnings? Yeah, where you came from is good. That's, yeah. I thought totally, because I was totally in movie IMDb mode, and yeah, Cranberry could never escape. Canned food beginnings is pretty. That's a nice. That works. Her canned food beginnings. Cranberry sauce could never escape. I think that's pretty close. Cranberry sauce could never escape her canned food beginnings. It shaped her. Oh, that's right. Much like the lectures. Yeah. I wish there was a good way to work that in. The Thanksgiving lectures. Never forget. Yeah, I like that. Never forget where you came from. Straight from the can. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I wish there was a better way to get the can in there. Could never forget where she came from. Oh, or canned cranberry sauce. Canned cranberry sauce could never escape. Her canned food beginnings. I think I like her canned food beginnings enough to keep that. Let's just keep, as it's one line. It just fits. Cranberry sauce could never escape her canned food beginnings. I think that works. Is it crooked? Looks okay. All right. And maybe you missed this, Yum, but Sedona nailed this one. Always measure whipped cream with your heart, not the suggested serving size. A beautiful, a beautiful piece of dessert poetry that, as I was drawing this, or I think as I was coloring it, came out of Sedona. So I totally, totally ripped her off. Oh, and the always came from K5. That's right. Cranberry sauce could never escape her canned food beginnings. And, oh, that's right. The first cartoon for next week in December. So they weren't decorations, but they were always the decorations. Decorations They were always in the box. Let's see here. So they weren't this is not working. They weren't decorations. They were always in the holiday box. Yeah, their connection to Christmas was unclear. What's going on? Nice. So Yum is on board with the the pumpkin pie amounts. Right, cranberries are all girls because they're somewhat bitter, right? Oh no. Nice. 1-to-1 ratio. All right. Yeah, so something about these strange... So everything is LEDs. So LED Christmas doesn't know what these little incandescent bulbs are anymore. So yeah, I was just trying to do a... they weren't decorations, but they were always in the holiday box. Something like that. They kept showing up. Yeah, even though there was nothing to put them in anymore. They were always in... Yeah, there should be... I should do some... And that'll be really hard, but some tinsel or something that looks like they emptied a box of decorations. I don't know. Oh, canceled is good. Yeah. Canceled. Yeah, incandescent. Yeah, incandescent bulbs being canceled. Yeah, no one remembers the exact moment when... Ugh. That's too long. Yeah, but nobody remembers when incandescent bulbs were canceled. Christmas tree lights. The LED revolution. Nobody recalls the exact light bulbs, Christmas lights. Canceled Christmas lights. Whoa, with this capital S, capital C. Yeah, something about the technology would be good. I don't know about LEDs though. No one recalls the exact moment when LEDs canceled Christmas lights. Holiday cancel culture. No one recalls. Maybe this year. Yeah. Oh, that was always heartbreaking. We had the really old kind of like they weren't glass, but I guess maybe they were like a really kind of thin glass. But yeah, we were always trying to hang those as little kids. And sometimes I remember the time where the top just kind of slipped off and the whole bottom, and it just, as soon as it hits the ground, it's just like a very, very, very thin glass light bulb. They just go pa, and then the what's remaining is usually pretty tiny. But those bulbs are are pretty pretty fragile, and it was always a real heartbreaker. Decorating the Christmas tree was a tense experience with those glass, whatever they are, ornaments. Now they're plastic. Now that you can get the cheap ones at like the dollar store, and they just bounce, if you drop them. But they don't look as nice either. And they're kind of heavy too. The plastic ones are much heavier. So no one recalls the exact moment when LEDs canceled Christmas lights. Something like that. It's not very clever. Yeah. I like canceled though. Cancel is good. Yeah, maybe writing it in a little more Christmas, like night before Christmas poem style. Um. Yes, 24-hour breaking. Yeah, I don't think I can get good Christmas ornaments over here. Is the only problem. It's all like dollar store garbage. But that'd be fun, yeah. Just ways of crushing and melting Christmas ornaments. No one recalls the exact moment when LEDs canceled Christmas tree lights. Let's put it. Oh no, I guess it can be exterior lights too. It doesn't have to be trees. Christmas tree lights has a better rhythm to it though. No one recalls the exact moment when LEDs canceled Christmas. No one recalls the terrible day, that terrible time. No one recalls the exact moment when. Yeah, let's do it. Breaking Christmas. Nice. No one recalls the exact moment when LEDs canceled Christmas lights. I don't know. Yeah, a better way to say that. But yeah, something about them being obsolete, it being over for Christmas lights. Canceled is good, though. I mean, I guess it like dates the joke a little bit, but it still works. Exactly when LEDs canceled Christmas lights. I think that's as close as I'm gonna get. Yeah, I like the idea of them just like mysteriously turning up in the box of ornaments and no one knowing what they were anymore. But it's hard to get that across, kind of concise way. Yeah, so, but it makes enough sense. They're just there and they're not, put in, they're not in any light sockets or anything, so they're totally useless. No one recalls the exact moment. That terrible season. What is it? Yeah. No one recalls the terrible holiday, that dark holiday. I don't think it needs to be too ugly. No one recalls the exact moment when LEDs canceled Christmas lights. The exact moment. Yeah, it just kind of happened gradually. I think that's as close as I'm going to be able to do. No one recalls the exact moment when LEDs canceled Christmas lights. Hashtag ban the bulb. Yeah, that's way too, way too, of the ugly times. Yeah, that works. I think I'll go with that. It's not as eloquent as I'd like, but So cranberry sauce could never escape her canned food beginnings. Always measure whipped cream with your heart, not the suggested serving size. And no one recalls the exact moment when LEDs canceled Christmas lights. All right. Christmas cancel culture. Nice. All right. So I think that's going to do it. Sorry, this will be a little bit shorter than usual, but we did 3. That's 3 cartoons. Holy mackerel. Oh no. What's this? Ever use this? Ah. Oh wow. No, I don't know what that... Oh, that's cool. Wow. No, I haven't. I'll have to... Well, that's really cool. Damn, it almost looks like coral or like a... Yeah, or almost like an alien little structure. That's really cool. No, yeah, I haven't tried that before. Oh, that's really cool. Wow, yeah, I've been using a... for making boxes. The wooden boxes with the laser cutter, there's a free website that'll just like any dimensions, any size, and I'll do the little slotted, and it's not tongue and groove, but the little toothed panels of boxes, yeah. So you can make any kind of pattern of those, and now that's just free too, and it exports the flat, the flattened vector file for printing or for cutting. All right, yeah, so that'll work. So wow, we began the Christmas cartoons already this year. Yeah. So okay. So yeah, if I'm back then in a week. So if I'm back next Wednesday night, Thursday, then Tuesday is covered for that week. So yeah, I wanted to work ahead this week because it's been 2 weeks in a row where I've been posting stuff late. I don't want to do that as a get in a habit of doing that, because then that means like usually the Tuesday one doesn't get much exposure. It just shows up in people's updates in kind of random ways. So, oh, that's good. Wow. So soy jerky, that was a surprising, a surprising thing. I picked that up as a joke, but it was very interesting. All right. So that will do it for this week. So thank you for joining me, and always the chat is amazing. Sedona, she's got to get some credit or something, or maybe a T-shirt of that cartoon, because that was beautiful. But yeah, I always appreciate you guys kicking stuff back and forth. Very good feeling to not be doing this in some kind of empty, echoing chamber. But yeah, it's really fun, and I appreciate everybody hanging out. So take care, everybody. Oh yeah, she gets the blue wrench. Sedona wins a blue wrench for her amazing dessert poetry. But yeah, everybody take care and be safe, and I'll be back again next week. So abusecartoons.com, and on Twitter it's abusecartoons, and then both YouTube and Twitch this goes to. So whichever you prefer, wherever you prefer to watch, and I hope everyone is doing okay and has a decent holiday. Yeah. Take care and enjoy the weekend off if you have it. And yeah, hopefully things aren't going to be too strange. I think it was California was putting really weird restrictions on what people could do for their holidays. So I hope that's not affecting anyone too much. But yeah, everyone take care, and I will be back next week. So visit patreon.com/abusecartoons if you'd want to support this cartoon directly, and otherwise I will see you on the live stream next week. Take care. Bye.